Hello, hello, hello. It is my very last, sadly, final interview for Drag Race Down Under season four. But what better way to end it with the gorgeous Miss Freya Armani? Hello, darling. Hello.
Hello, hello. How are you, Michael?
I am fantastic. How are you feeling? You're done.
It's amazing. I feel amazing. I feel sad that it's over so quickly. Yeah, I feel great.
Fantastic. It was a very good run for you, and I think you did an amazing job for Brisbane and for yourself. But you must have had a really, I think you had the toughest job in terms of press, having to do the final four interviews. I thought that was so horrible for you because every everybody else you had to sit on your secret for the whole time. It's like, all right, no more let us know when I get eliminated. Here's my press round. But you had to sit and do the final four press round. Everyone like, do you think you'll win? How is it going to go down? Knowing that you're like, actually, they already eliminated me, and I just had to sit here and go around with the other four all day. Was that really tough?
Um, it was tough to answer questions like, "Oh, you could win. What do you think about you winning?" And I was like, "Yes, I would love that." I don't think it's happening this season. Uh, it was like emotionally weird, I guess. But I just loved that I was still part of it. So that's what I appreciated.
Yeah, it would have been so jarring, but it was so fantastic that you were still there at the final because it would have been so awful not to have you to get to show off that challenge that was made for you.
I know, I know. If they put this earlier, I would have had a challenge win.
There you go. But it was great because our final four really got to show off those four really distinct sets of talent. You were the dancer, we had the weirdo, we had the sewer, we had the comedian. And so it was still your place to shine and really cement yourself in the drag race fandom memory. Do you think you did that well?
I do. I do think so. I think I finally got to show what I'm best at. I finally got to show some really sickening looks, some really great like energy in the performance because it wasn't just like a character-based dance challenge. It was a I don't know if I can swear, but it was a
Go, go for fucking gold.
it was a cunty kind of, you know what I mean? It was a pop off kind of challenge, and that's the kind of stuff that I love doing on stage. So I was glad that I finally got to do that on the show.
Absolutely. Although you say, look, finally, though, you did shine throughout the whole season. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
like you were like being shit and suddenly you were great. You were a fantastic little star.
Thank you.
Now, you originated in the US. When did you come over to Australia again?
I moved here in 2011, so I was like maybe like 12 years old.
Oh, wow. So you're still a baby. How old are you? That makes you now, I can't do math. How old are you now?
I can't do math either. I'm 25 now.
Oh, wow. So do you still hold American citizenship?
I think so. I was born there, so that means that I right? Yeah, pretty sure. Does
I
that
don't know how that
expire?
works.
I
Yeah.
don't know how it works either, but
I mean, you can give it up and become an Australian citizen, or you can hold it and not. So I don't know.
I think I was a kid, so obviously my parents did it, but I'm pretty sure it is held because I got citizenship through descent because my older siblings were born in Melbourne. So through immediate family, I got citizenship.
Okay. Because the reason I asked is I was talking to Lazy Susan obviously before, and she holds American citizenship, and so she's actually said that she'd applied for the US version. So, which is my question to you: did you actually apply for any of the US seasons in the past?
No, never. Drag Race Down Under season 4 was the first season I ever auditioned for.
Wow.
Yeah, first time.
What held you back on season one, two, and three?
Um, well, I think I knew when I started drag, I was like, I want to get on the show. I will get on that show. I will not have to try more than once. I'm going to audition and they're going to want me and I'm going to do great. I was just very confident in like my ability and my skills when it comes to drag race. So I just told myself, you want to do it. You can do it. Don't do it until you're absolutely ready to present, a fully realized aesthetic and a fully realized, character, for less of a better word.
Okay. So, what was it that made you think that you were ready this time? What was different this year? What had you realized and come about to be that was different to the years before?
Well, I at the end of last year, or like halfway through last year, like June, I want to say, I quit my day job and I decided to pursue drag full time. and I was really unsure about it. But once I told, all my local event producers and stuff like that, I was already working weekly, doing drag. And so when I told them I was going to do it full time and I would have more availability and stuff like that, they were like, "Oh my God, no way! Oh my God, perfect! We'll get you for this, 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 this." And then I became a regular weekly host or guest or performer at so many venues and events here in Brisbane. And it really just helped me build my confidence, build my stamina for doing drag multiple times a week. And it really helped me improve and elevate my looks, my performance style, and like, find, my niche of what I can offer the drag world. Well, the entertainment world, really.
Beautiful. I love the confident articulation there. Especially for such a young'un too. You know exactly what you're talking about. What was your day job before you quit it?
My last day job before I quit, I worked for a nonprofit charity that helped immigrants coming to Australia getting jobs, getting housing, stuff like that.
Oh, fantastic. And now you've given it all away and full time queen.
Yes, I know that, which seems I worked for a charity and then became the ultimate narcissist, a drag queen. Yeah.
I love it. Now you had a lot of good things in the show. What was your favorite moment on the show? What stood out for you as the time that made Freya shine, aside from the finale, obviously, which was great.
Aside from the finale, I have so many favorite moments, honestly, but I think one of the one that comes to my mind right now was proving absolutely everyone in that little shed of a studio, and maybe even some of the fans too, proving them all wrong in the roast, and even proving the camera people and the editors wrong when they were very clearly expecting me to bomb it and go home. And I turned it around and I was like, no, I refuse. I'm staying. There's no way I'm leaving. I loved getting to do that, being there, but then watching it back and seeing that, I was the only one who had like a moment back in the workroom after my walkthrough. No one else did. There was some fun little shady editing there, which was enjoyable to watch. I'm not complaining. Yeah, that was a really proud moment for me to be like, yeah, that's right. I told y'all I'm gonna make it to the finale, and I just proved it. Thank y'all. I'll see you there. Yeah, that was fun.
Uh, it was great. I love a good roast episode. Um, was that something that you pulled out of the hat in that time in the studio, or did you had those jokes packed up and ready to go, and then you just kind of manifested together, or was there something magic that happened in that time where you just found your spot and then?
I think all of us, like, I mean, I don't want to say like every Drag Race queen does this, but at least I know the girls from my season. We come with certain like preparation. If but like again, you might get there and it might not work, it might not fit, stuff like that. Um, I think a lot of it, a lot of the jokes that I ended up using were very much in the moment. They were very much me looking myself in the mirror and being like, lock in, Freya, lock the fuck in. You are a funny bitch. Michelle believes in you. She was worried as fuck with the little giggly jokes that were cute, as she said. They were cute. And I was like, you need to be punchier. You need to go for the jugular. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Just go for it. And that's what I decided to do, and it worked out. So I'm glad I was able to convince myself to, put my big girl pants on.
And yes, it did. Now we know you get given a brief, sort of, because you've got to know what to prepare for clothes wise. Did you know specifically that there was a roast coming at some point, or did you just kind of there was a vague note of something to do with comedy?
Uh, Definitely more of a vague note, but I will say, I don't know if it was like something in the water or because we hadn't had one on Down Under yet. I say with a question mark. I don't think, no, was there a roast? I don't think there was.
We've had some kind of
There was
comedy
like tons of like
esque.
comedy and like reading challenges, or like even like the drag brunch on season two, like that was a comedy based posting challenge.
Yeah,
But there
yeah.
was no like actual roast challenge, and I love a roast. I've done quite a few in Brisbane. They were so much fun, and each time I learned something new about them. Um, but all of us felt we were like, for some reason, we're getting the vibe, pun intended. There is going to be a roast this season. It's going to be a roast. I don't know why we all felt that. Every time we would get in the van to go back to the hotel after filming, we'd be like, "The roast is next. The roast is next. Everyone get ready." So yes, there was something about we all had a feeling there was going to be one. But no, it was more of like a vague preparation for it. A lot of it was like in the moment for me.
Nice. I'm feeling in your waters.
Yes.
And so you're full-time drag, you come off the show now, and the world is your oyster. What have you got planned coming up next?
Coming up next, I'm flying to a few different states over the next couple months to do some shows and some touring, some with Mandy, some by myself, which will be really fun. I'll also be going to DragCon UK for the very first time, going to DragCon and UK. So very excited to experience the UK and Europe while I'm there. We've got the Drag Race Down Under Season 4 tour in March. I've also got some very exciting little projects and content coming out. So I just say to everyone, stay tuned. It's fun, it's fresh, it's Freya.
Fabulous. We can't wait to see. Well, Freya, it has been a stellar season, and it wouldn't have been season 4 without you and all the amazing girls. Like, just thank you so much for delivering something that we all loved watching so very much. We can't wait to see what's going to be next for you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. So good to see you again.
You too, sweetheart. And that's it from me. That's our final Drag Race Down Under interview for season 4. Boo-hoo. But hopefully, we'll see season 5 coming out very, very soon. Stay tuned for Freya Armani and all the rest of our queens and everything else they have to offer. Until next time, I'm Michael James. I'll catch you around.